In the Upper Franconian town of Coburg, the FRG authorities let an Iraqi alleged child molester escape from the courthouse, who is said to have committed over 100 heinous cases of abuse, including the rape of his two daughters. After an Algerian robber escaped from the court through a window in Regensburg at the beginning of the year, only a very similar case of failure of the FRG authorities in Upper Franconia occurred. While Germans loyal to the people are repeatedly subjected to the strongest repression of the FRG system, the system probably saves the means for this persecution when guarding foreign serious criminals. On February 20th, 23, a 47-year-old Iraqi, who was accused of 100 cases of abuse, including the desecration of his own children, escaped from court in a grotesquely satirical manner. Similar to the case of the robbery murderer, who escaped from a poorly secured window from the Regensburg district court, the Iraqi alleged child molester also fled by jumping out of a window of the Coburg regional court. During a break in the trial, the defendant, whose shackles had been removed before the start of the trial, wanted to go to the toilet. On the way there, according to the official description of the case, he suddenly sprinted to the ground floor and escaped through a window. The police officers are said to have been directly behind him. But apparently the superhuman powers of the most serious criminal were too much for the judicial officers, as he managed to escape from the building. However, it is possible that the common window is simply the natural Achilles tendon of the Bavarian police. We do not know. A large-scale search for the fugitive, in which all available patrols, police dogs, and even helicopters were used, did not succeed until the next day. This, however, again not by the energetic work of the police, but by a witness reference, which led to the successful arrest of the man. A road user had seen the fugitive on February 21, 23 against 11:20 o'clock in the Ebersdorfer Strasse in Grub am Forst and informed the police. Although the fugitive had shaved off his lush beard to avoid being recognized, this did not help him. Presumably, the Iraqi serious criminal also lost his magical powers with the shave, because the police patrol was able to arrest him without resistance without any problems. Maybe there was just no window nearby for him to jump through. A further trial will probably not be necessary, because in his absence the Iraqi was found guilty by the court and received a sentence of 5 years and 6 months. The comments by the Bavarian Minister of the Interior Joachim Herrmann and the Minister of Justice George Eisenreich on the incident, in which of course the obligatory phrases "out of the question" and "unacceptable" must not be missing, mock any mention. While these events no longer seem shocking, but rather symptomatically ridiculous and grotesque for the conditions of the FRG, the obvious danger for the German people which arises from this bottomless negligence on the part of the FRG authorities remains. Fortunately, no one was harmed during the escape. It is bad enough when the FRG authorities let a foreign alleged child molester escape, who does not stop at his own children. In the Regensburg case, however, we were dealing with a convicted murderer who had strangled an old woman in cold blood. At that time, the police issued a warning not to approach or address the man, as he was considered unpredictable. Unimaginable what this figure could have done during his escape. The fact that such serious criminals can escape from official custody in a way that could easily find their way into a slapstick comedy says more than enough about the conditions of the FRG system.